Hello, my name is David Spivak. Um, I'm a researcher in math at MIT, and I'm leaving pretty soon to start a nonprofit research institute to study what's called applied category theory. Um, I'm here to talk about Thinking OMNI, which is a project of Xavier Waller and others um, that I think is pretty exciting. And the way I met Xavier was um, at a conference in category theory. So that's kind of where I come at it from. Thinking Omni to me is a way of structuring your thinking so that you are constantly looking for the essences of a situation rather than the kind of fluff or foam on top, the deeper waters, figuring out what is really going on there and how can I find analogies once I see the core structure and I've thrown off the fluff. How can I find analogies to other situations that might help me see this from a broader perspective and get new insights? And so this thing called category theory is a mathematical way of doing that sort of thing. It's the mathematics that makes analogies rigorous. There are analogies that can be made between all sorts of different parts of math, from number theory to logic to geometry and algebra, and shapes and equations, and probabilities, probability theory, programming languages in computer science. And it goes out from math into computer science and into science in general, chemistry and things like that. Everyone needs to organize information. And when it comes to organizing information and finding analogies between it and changing perspectives and looking at things from different angles, category theory is the math for that. So I think that that's really important in today's world. I really got into applied category theory starting in around 2008 when I read a book called The Moment of Complexity by Mark C. Taylor. And he said that the world is becoming more complex, especially since we wired up in the internet, letting all these kind of individuals almost act like neurons, firing off tweets and all that sort of stuff, to make almost like a global brain. So now that we have this global brain, things are going to get more complex. And he says, what's that going to feel like? Well, it's going to feel like more is different. It's getting more and more different. In fact, that anomalies are becoming the norm. And I think that's kind of true. Anomalies are becoming the norm. You might see 100,000 tunas washing up on the shore of Chile, or you might see 2 hurricanes, Category 4 hurricanes, I think we had this year, happening simultaneously in the Atlantic. Or even what we're seeing politically, it seems like anomalies are becoming the norm. And that's because more is different. And we need to understand the information we have. We need to connect different perspectives, create analogies. We need different people with different expertises to be able to share information better. And category theory is the math for that. And I think Thinking Omni is kind of a vehicle for explaining this to people in words and ways that are actually useful in their life. And I found Xavier's commitment to this to be exciting and interesting. I think he's doing a great job with it, and I hope that that we can get more people to think Omni, not for anything except for ourselves, our own happiness, our own ability to cope with and thrive in life, and to make the world a place that works better for everyone. Thanks.